Hello traders, this is DC Trader for another market update, and today is January 15, 2021, and of course it is another great day in our markets. Actually, it's okay, but for the US market it's not doing so well. And of course we did not reach another all-time high. And we are going down. That is not good, but overall that's okay. I mean, we can't always have an all-time high every day, but I would say it's okay. So overall, this is it. Take a look at it. And we were discussing here yesterday, and I really thought that we can break even higher, but of course today it's going back down. And from this low, first entry, second entry. So I'm not so sure. We may have a continuation back down, but overall, let's see what happens. Okay, now let's take a look at our markets, guys. Let's see our markets. Now, our markets overall was another inside day. Because we did not break this candle's high, and we did not break this candle's low. We are staying in the middle. That's why it's an inside day. Now, overall, guys, if you take a look at it, few days ago, we had a really strong bear micro to the 50% level. Now, what level is this? Let's go back. Ever since January 6, we had a very strong upside. That is 1, 2, 3, 4 days. Then, of course, at the end of the fourth day, we went back a little bit. We gave back. Now we have a pullback. And ever since January 14th, we are stuck in the 50%. And then we went up a bit. We tried. But actually today we did not continue this bull micro. And we are creating a bear micro to the other side, which is, again, not so good. And we landed at which value? At the 38.2. So that's what it is. So on Monday, guys, we are now currently, if we're gonna take a look at it, okay, what levels are we? We are actually in the middle of this and this. Okay. Now, if we're gonna continue this bear micro, then we are trying to go to this level, right? Now, if we change this particular bear to bull, then you know you're going up to here. And if we can break higher, use this as a support, then you know you're going back to this level, right? But as of right now, if this bear micro does not change its mind, it's going back down. That's okay. All right. So the next stock we're going to be discussing is AC Energy. And of course, AC Energy today, guys, it started going up, but right now it's going back to the downside. So let's take a look at what happened to AC Energy. So for AC Energy, guys, if you take a look at it, yes, we did have a bear micro, have a short bull micro, then we had a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 days of bear micro. And of course, yesterday we got excited. We had a bull micro. And today we had a bear micro. We just went up a bit, continued a bit, reached near the 50% level and go back down. And we actually ended up where? Around the 23, or actually just 20% above this particular level, right? So on Monday, guys, if we do not change this particular bear, then we know we are going back down to 578. Now, if we have a chance to go up, then you know, so we are currently either these two levels. one or the other, guys, or we could be stuck in the middle of here. But if we break out here, then what's our next level? This level, right? If we continue. All right, that's it. All right, so basically we will have to adjust this back down here. So this to this. The next stock we're gonna be discussing is Ali, and of course Ali also is another inside day, right? Which actually it wasn't exciting. Take a look at that. So yesterday it dropped back down and it tried to do a bull micro, right? And today it's actually just stuck in the middle. It's between which level now? This and this. All right. So basically, if this reach here, so we can draw a box there. That's why that's what I do, one for the other, right? If this ends up here and maintains here, then it follows this bull micro. But what happens if this stock goes to here? If this stock goes to here, then the next level of support is down here. Can this support it or not? We'll wait and see, right? That's about it, guys, for ACE or Ali. The next particular stock is BDO. Now, before we do that, right? Currently, we know Ali is still on these two levels, right? And it's still on the red zone, right? So let's see. It's not as BDO, on the other hand, it's kind of different. Take a look at that. Strong to the downside, up, break this high, and today tried to continue but could not close high, and it went back to 1112, right? So currently right now we are, for BDO, guys, the way I see it is we had a continuation of this bull micro, right? So we tried to go open. Yesterday we tried to go down. We could not break 108. What happens? We go to 112. And what happens today? We break out. But the problem is we don't have enough strength to go up high above. So currently we are still stuck in 11. So we are stuck really in this particular zone. I hope that we can break out of this on Monday. If not, then you know what level does it really want to go back. It's gonna go back here, right? So our one for the other for this BDO is this area. Let's hope we go above 113.52 and continue above. And if we continue, then you know where is it going? 116. All right. That's about it for BDO. And the next particular stock we're going to be discussing is Converge. And of course, Converge first tried to break out above, but in the end, it went back down. But overall, okay, yes, it looks like that. But in reality, we are still on this bull micro, right? Now on Monday, if we are stuck in which area? This and this. And of course, you know what we're gonna say, guys. If this does not change, it goes back here. If this change, it goes down here. So what's our one for the other? So what happens on Monday? It breaks down. Then it could be a start of a bear micro. Now let's hope that this bear micro is short-lived. Before it reach here, it will turn to a bull micro. Then it goes up again. But what if it does not? Then you know it's going back to 1550. That's about it, guys. All right. So that's it for this particular stock. So we wanted, now we really need to break down 16, guys. If we break down 16, then there could be some changes in the trend going to the upside. The next particular stock is DITO. Now DITO again, guys, is still in between these two, right? But we're kind of another inside day for DITO, so which means that the stock really did not do anything today. And you can see that really, guys, we are still stuck in this one or the other, right? All right. So really, DITO, we hope that DITO will touch first 1261. And if it does touch 1261 first, then you know this is a bull micro. Now, what if it touches 1162? It is continuing this bear micro. All right. So let's hope for the bulls and not for the bears. And of course, the next particular stock we're gonna be discussing is FGEN. Now, FGEN today, guys, this is a little bit promising. Okay, take a look at that. It went up, pulled back, tried to break out. Now, that is much promising than the rest of the stock. So, but it looks good in there and that side, right? Take a look at that. Yes, it looks very good there, but if we make that bigger, guys, it is a bear micro. Now, of course, we are stuck in here. So let's hope if we make this as one for the other, let's do it like that. Now, if Monday it breaks out at 32.23 and stay above, then this could be a part of this one. We could eliminate this, right? But what if it goes up and goes back down strong, hitting both areas? Then that means that there is a new bear micro and we have to just have readjustment, right? Now, in this scenario, you could also do a Fibonacci from the top. And of course, you notice it reaches near to this particular area. It's actually above 50%, nearing around 60% from the bottom, right? So that's about that, right? Okay, so that's for FGEN. So I rather look at the 5 minutes than the daily sometimes, because the 5 minute is really the market price action for that particular day. And of course, the next particular stock we're going to be discussing is HLCM. Now, of course, HLCM, guys, again, it break down first and go up higher. So let's take a look at how does it really look like. Now, the only good thing about HLCM, right, guys, but if you take a look at this, that is a very strong downtrend. So we're stuck in between these two. And it tried to retest here first and go up, right? But we are still in this area. We have not yet really converted to a bull micro. So I would do one for the other is like that. I hope we could continue to make this a bull micro and we could be headed up back to 744. But if this does not continue, it would go back down to 681. Now, if you take a look at this, guys, this area, breakdown, and it could not reach this particular area. So my guess is that if this does not go back to 751 anytime soon, that it would be breaking down to 651. All right. That's how I would analyze this particular stock. And of course, the next particular stock is JFC. And of course, JFC, instead of going up, it is going back down. But if you take a look at this, guys, yes, JFC has some changes. Second entry, and it's going back down though. So yes, it is 60% to the upside only if it reaches. So we're still stuck in between these two. So if we take a look at JFC, guys, and the bigger picture, we got upside. So we are still JFC, in my thinking, we are going back down. Now, if this does not change, again, where is the near support that you're gonna ask me? This is the one, 192. Now, if there's some changes up here, definitely it has a chance to reach 199. And if it's really that strong, it could easily reach to 202 to fulfill this particular strong bull micro, right? But if you take a look at that from this, either this or this, then you would do a Fibonacci. Take a look. Again, it hits this particular area. Now, did they see buyers yet? I'm not so sure, but let's see what happens on Monday if they see buyers around here. If they do not see buyers, guys, it's going back to 192. That's really it. And the next particular stock is MBT. And of course, MBT again, guys, the only thing that MBT did not do today, which was different from BDO, it did not break out of 50 pesos. Now, if it cannot break out 50 pesos, then you know it may be following this going down angle or the bear micro, right? So let's see what happens on Monday. I hope that MBT can break above 50 pesos, and if it does, then that is good. So currently right now, we cannot really say, well, yes, you can say this is a start of a bear micro. Why? It's like this and there, but there's no retest though, so we can't really say this is a bull micro yet. So we're just gonna be leaving hanging, right? But we are stuck in which level? So let's hope on Monday we can see some action here. I hope we can stay above 49 or 50 in order for us to continue. Now, if this falls, guys, you know it would like to go back to 48.02, hoping that we can find buyers around this area, right? So the next particular stock we're going to be discussing is, aside from MBT, would be MM. Now, MM, on the other hand, first entry, second entry, that is beautiful. And let's take a look at it. Does it follow the... Yes, it does. Take a look at that. So you see this one? Very strong downtrend, but we're still stuck in this area. Take a look at that. So we're stuck in that too. And we had a... There you go. And there you go. And we had that. So those are the micro channels for this particular stock. And if you take a look at it, what happens, it went down to this particular area. And of course, buyers were here. Buyers answered. But the only thing is that it was short-lived. Sellers were waiting to push it back down. Now, right now, when it drove down to this particular level, we found buyers again. And currently right now, buyers are pushing the market up, and we are above the previous area where the sellers were, right? Now the thing is that if we stay above this particular area on Monday, then definitely we are eyeing this area of 889. Now if we can reach 889, then we have a chance to go up higher. Right? That's about it. So let's see what happens if we can stay above 745. And of course, the next particular stock aside from MM is one of my favorite that is not doing good is PGOLD. Oops, sorry about that. PGOLD. And take a look at PGOLD, guys. Yes, at the open of the market, it was doing good. Like, take a look at that couple of days. 1, 2, 3 down days. And of course, in the middle of the day, 2 days, it went up. And at the end of the day, it's going back down. That is... So, do I think that there is some changes in pure gold anytime soon? I think this stock may want to go down even further, which is another... Alright, that's okay. So we'll have to see. We'll have to wait and see. But if you take a look at it, where could support be? If this breaks down, then I'll be counting on around 35. And if that doesn't hold, around 30, 31, or around this particular area. Let's see if we can see buyers out there, right? And of course, the next particular stock that we're going to be discussing is SECB. And of course, SECB today, guys, there wasn't any much. It did started to push up, but there wasn't any continuation. That is a... but take a look at that, guys. Why would I say there wasn't any continuation? Because there's a bear micro. If there was a continuation, it would have ended up near the high. That would be much, much better, right? But I think, take a look at this. It went back down, right? All right. So let's see what happens, guys. Okay. So, you know, if this breaks down, you know, it's eyeing for this, right? But we are currently stuck in which area? On a smaller term, we are stuck in here. So let's hope we can break out. I hope we can break above and stay above. Once we do that, if we could stay above, then of course, this becomes a little bit higher. Then where's our area of target? Around 150. That's about it, right? Okay. Now I'll give you some, let's go back to the futures market, guys, and let us discuss the futures market for a bit. So if you take a look at this, guys, okay, let's make this one bigger. These are all 5 minutes of the futures market. Now, you know, this is where the buyers started their move. So what happened today? Near the area, you got buyers again. But the thing that really changes everything is that this was the high, right? It did not reach the high. So what happened? It broke down. Again, buyers were here, but this time, I think they are getting out maybe, right? Because this is a very strong move to the downside. Now, why did it stop that particular area? Let's take a look. Did it found something? If we mark that particular area and we go to which area? We go to which date? At 1/7, what happened? If we do a short thinking, okay, this could be sellers here and then converted buyers buying over here, right? Okay. So right now what happens is, my guess here, guys, is that we need to stay above this particular area where we broke down, we went in, we're trying to go up. Now, the confirmation of this that we are moving up, guys, is we could reach around this particular area. Let's make that bigger. Because my guess, guys, if this could not reach here, guys, this could even go down further back to in this particular area. But if this reached this particular area, then that could be a different story. All right. So let's go back to our Philippine market. So the next particular stock we're going to be discussing is tech. Now tech, guys, we are still stuck in these two and we are going down, but we're still on the positive side here. Why do I say that we're still on the 60% on the good side? It break out. So my experience tells me that yes, it could go down. The only thing is that it must not go down to 613. If it does go down to 613, then there's a less likely chance it's going to go back up to this particular area. A less likely chance. And of course, you understand that for the past 3 days, it is continuing a bear micro. Now, if we really, when was the last bull micro? Was over here. And of course, if we do a Fibonacci again, take a look at that. Why does it always hit exactly near the 50% or 60 something percent? So my guess is that these traders are looking at the same charts as what we do. That's what I would say, guys. But anyway, that's all for this week for DC Trader. And of course, I hope you guys enjoy the weekend with the family. And of course, I hope you guys enjoy and everything. Take care and see you guys next week. Take care and God bless.